Yeehaw! We just got a massive console mod drop in Baldur's Gate 3's mod manager. Finally, we have a giant greatsword weapon mod. In addition to this, the 2024 spell updates mod, making the spell list match somewhat similar to the Player's Handbook 2024. We also got a ton of different subclass mods. I'm excited to break all of these down for you guys. So I guess the first thing I want to talk about is the 2024 spell updates. Now, if you've played Dungeons and Dragons, you'll know there's a new rule set that came out after Baldur's Gate 3 dropped, and this now makes the spells match them somewhat. I want to note that they do have to make it also somewhat Baldur's Gate-ish, because there's a big difference between playing tabletop and playing in a video game where things are a lot different. So there's a lot of different balance changes here, some changes to pretty much every single thing. I will be doing a future video breaking down everything that's changed in here, because there is quite a bit. I know people are really interested in that. Now, we also got what I think to be very interesting is the Fathomless Warlock. I actually previously covered this a few weeks ago in my Best Mods of the Week video, and I'm actually very shocked that we got this one. It's only got 300 downloads, and it's a subclass for the Warlock. Now, it's actually a very, very well done class mod made by Cowgirl Set, so you may know them from some of their other mods, but this is, you plunged into a pact with the Deeps, an entity of the ocean, the elemental plane of water. The otherworldly sea now allows you to draw upon its tentacles. So yeah, I will be doing a future build on this, because I think this is a really cool ability, new subclass. So yeah, the Fathomless Warlock. Now, this one's awesome to see. The Ruffian, the Strength Rogue by the Wailing Bard. They have so many great class mods, and I'm happy to see another one now available on console. So with this, it's a strength-based rogue. It's got a few different abilities here. You can see all the different stuff that comes per level. I will likely be doing a build on this later in the future, because I really enjoy the Wailing Bard's different mods. So for those that enjoy the rogue, this is a new way to enjoy that experience. We also got the Fiendish and Fiery Succubus class mod here by Neon Viper 44. Now, you may not be able to see this one. I've actually gotten a few questions about mods that are labeled as like, I guess, adult content or whatever. You may have to select that to be able to make this class mod show up, because it is put under one of the the mods that's listed as 18 plus. So just a heads up if you don't find this mod. But there's a fiery and an enchantment style subclass. I've covered this previously in another video when this came out back in April. I likely do a build for this as well, because I like the different, we have a few different succubus class mods. There's one currently available on console, and here is another one. It's awesome. We also got the Grave Domain Cleric subclass by Havslimped. We got two class mods from Havslimped today, and what I love most about these is they're kind of Halloween, October themed. So this is the Grave Domain Cleric. I will be also covering it in a future video. You can see the spell list here. You get things like Blight, Death Ward, Insect Plague, Greater Restoration. This is actually a pretty strong one. Level 1, you get the ability to max roll healing if a target has 0 health points. The Eyes of the Grave makes it so enemies will have disadvantage on attacking you, and you get advantage attacking undead. And you can use this a number equal to your Wisdom modifier. So yeah, you can actually use this quite a bit. But the level 2 Channel Divinity Path to the Grave is crazy. I remember briefly talking about this in a Best Mods of the Week video. You have the ability to apply a vulnerability to all damage types. So yeah, you can just make the enemy straight up just take double damage. So it is pretty strong, and I'll be covering this in the future. Grave Domain Cleric. And the Oath of Pestilence. This is the one I'm going to cover tonight, because I really like different Paladin classes. And this is another one that comes with some cool abilities. Like, you get a spell levels all the way up to 20. You get the miasmatic tumors here, and a few other abilities. Again, I'll be covering this later on today, so subscribe if you haven't already to see those later today. Now, I love this, the Cowgirl Clothing Set by Skirbie, and this is a mod that I've used previously in some other videos. You can see how it looks here. So there's actually a hat, and the cool thing with the hat is depending on your character's hair, it'll give them different lengths of hair. Just a heads up on this, if you're using modded hairstyles, it'll typically make your character bald, so you do have to swap around and use some of the base game hairstyles, or some mods that employ different length hair, and I guess have it coded a little bit differently, but this is what it looks like. Kind of reminds me of Tifa's outfit from Final Fantasy VII, so I love it. It's great. Goes well with the Gunslinger weapons mod and their vintage weapons mods, so Skirbie has a few different gun mods that would work perfectly alongside this. And as always, Skirbie does an awesome job of putting both a camp clothing and an armor version of it there, which is always quite balanced, but just nice if you wanted to use this as your base game armor. So very cool to see that there. And also, we got the Skirbie's Dark Knight Progressive Equipment Set. So this is the one that I was talking about at the start of the video. It is amazing. So you get this huge armor set here. You get these different swords. And there's actually quite a few different swords that come in this pack. So you can see them here, the Obsidian Blade or the Abyssal Rage. And then you have all the different helmets. There's one without the horns there, the one with horns. You also have a shield if you want to wear a shield. And there's even a camp clothing one. And what's cool with the shield is this big just big chunk of iron on your back. Yeah, so that's really cool too. It also goes into your musical weapon slot as well. So yeah, you can always have these equipped if you prefer having that. I'm just happy we finally got a giant weapon, and it also comes with some unique animations as well. If you have the Force one-handed version as well, you can go ahead here, and so when you go to pull it out, your character will swing it around like this, and then you can run with it on your back like that. So yeah, I love this. So it is a little bit wonky and works a little strange. It's just kind of the way animations work in Baldur's Gate 3. But yeah, you can literally hoist this out and then run around with your sword on your back like that. Pretty nifty, and then you hoist it back like that. Awesome. Love the custom animations, and this is also on some of their other outfit mods. So yeah, Skirbie's Dark Knight. Now we also got the Owlbear Cub Evolved mod by Asxsets on here. I love these mods. This makes it so that Owlbear Cub is a little companion that helps out. He gets wild magic or the wild heart barbarian abilities. Level will match yours as a summoner, and the spell is bound to an item obtained by the Owlbear Club in camp. And then you can see here, each of these comes with a bunch of different abilities. I might do a future video where I break down all the different evolved summon mods, just because I think they're awesome and add a whole new layer of gameplay to the game as someone that enjoys different summons. But yeah, it can rage, get some different abilities here. You get the extra attack at level 5, and then once you get all the way up, it basically is a barbarian diet version of the barbarian. And then it also actually has the level 20 mod support. So pretty cool stuff here. Wild Heart Barbarian, Owlbear Club, and Terra Evolved. So kind of in the same vein. This is another way. She's an abjuration wizard and there to protect Mr. Decario. So got some cool animations of VFX there. Different spells like Firebolt, Blade Ward Resistance, Mage Armor, Raven Feeblement, Lesser Healing, Scorch and Array, Remove Curse, Haste. And then you can continue to scale it up and level. It'll get different spell slots. And yeah, really enjoy this one. I think this is cool. So definitely check these out if these sound interesting to you. We also got the extra lightning weapons mod here by Tasty01. So this adds in some extra tasty lightning weapons. You got the Stormlord's Trident, the Berserker's Lightning Great Axe, the Malfunctioning Watcher's Crossbow, which does 2d10 lightning damage. It's pretty cool. Lightning Battle Axe, getting the extra lightning damage there. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. You can get the Electrical Plug and different versions of the Electrical Plug, Sparkling Light Crossbow, Sparkling Axe. Yeah, I love this. More lightning weapons. I like any of the any type of weapon mod that's balanced is great. And we also got Cloud Camp Clothing. So this adds in a few different outfits into the game. I was having some weird issues getting this to summon in. This is also like my 5th time filming this video, unfortunately, having a lot of issues. And I unfortunately don't have water today, so sorry if I look like a little bit of a grease ball. But yeah, Cloud's Camp Clothing just offers a few different outfits, 7 to be exact, and you can see what they look like there. They're like rehashes of different outfits from the game. Like it's cool because it's like different pieces. Like the upper body is part of like a noble dress mod, and then you got like the druid outfit. It's cool. Worth checking out if you find these interesting. This is great for Necromancy fans. Again, October 1st, we got some Halloween-esque mods. The Ring of Favored Necromancy. This isn't too overpowered. It is obviously quite strong, but whenever you deal necrotic damage, an extra 1d4, that's nice. And it ignores resistance to necrotic damage with spells and attacks you make. And once per turn, if you kill a creature with a spell, you get the Grim Harvest, which is the Necromancer Wizard's ability. I like this a lot because I like playing the Blade Seeing Wizard as kind of like a lich. So you still get some of the spells from a Necromancer, and then you get all the benefits of being a Necromancer Wizard. So, hey, best of both worlds. We also got here the Sanguine Ornaments Amulet of Bhaal Earrings. So this makes little earrings that look like the Amulet of Bhaal. I think it's pretty cute. So this is made by Revolutionary Scribe. And next is the Better Hag Hair. So instead of receiving her hair as a consumable item, every player receives a new skill spell that you can use to increase an ability score of your choice by +1. So you can give everyone in your team this. Obviously a little bit powerful, but hey, it's your game. You can mod it the way you want it. So yeah, this mod was made by Subclass. Also, the improved Unholy Smite from Chizfreak. Now, I like this because it's kind of a nerf to the necrotic damage is not as good as radiant damage in most situations. And this makes it so that your Divine Smite, which is the improved Divine Smite at level 11, which adds a 1d8 of radiant damage to your attacks, now becomes necrotic damage. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, check out their other mods. Chizfreak's got a lot of extra really cool stuff. Unholy Smite and a few others that are similar to that. And also the Aura of Hate fix, which is really nice. Another quality of life, Longstringer QoL No VFX. This is awesome. So this is a mod that I've been using for quite some time because it was available on PC since last year. And what it does is you can use Longstrider. It'll hit everyone in a 15-meter radius, and it doesn't have the little swirly swirls going around your character. So this is nice. No VFX, the way it should be. Some of the VFX are a little annoying on your 100th playthrough. Karlache burning immune and have fire damage on her attacks. So this mod adds so that she's immune to burning, kind of makes sense. And also unarmed and melee attacks do a 1d4 of fire damage. So kind of like adding in the soul coin. I think it's worth checking out if you find you want to buff up Karlache a little, make it feel more lore accurate. Then we also got a couple more Akelka mods. It's always a good day when the console gets some Akelka mods. So Dragonborn fans be eating good today. Refoged Asxsets, Vexa, Dark Urge Dragonborn character creation. So, yep, you can see that there. I highly recommend if you're going to do a Dragonborn playthrough, download every single Akelka mod, go through, find the ones that you want to use, and then just stick with those because they have so many great Dragonborn mods. It's actually crazy how many amazing ones that they have. So, yep. We also got the DMH Asxsets Vexa here for Dragonborn character creations, Dark Urge. So again, here you can see with some cuts, makes it feel like it's an actual dirge character. That's one thing I like is the white Dragonborn dirge, making it look like he's actually got roughed up or he or she got roughed up. It makes it feel a bit more lore accurate. Now this is really cute. Owlbear Egg Dice. This is just little egg dice, and it's cute. That's what it's meant for. So success, and cracks open a little owlbear. Yeah. Yeah, I love this. This is really nice. By Sultry Shay. And finally, Poison Mastery. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't really do anything right now. It's a dependency for some other mods, so we may see those come later to the mod manager. But I'm so excited. We got Cowgirl outfit. We got 6 different class mods. We got this really sweet-looking armor set. And I'm really excited for the 2024 player handbook spell changes. I'll be doing a future video on that again, so you can stay tuned for that. Hit the subscribe button if you want to stay updated on my newest content. I always cover Baldur's Gate 3 modded content every single day of the week. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, hit the subscribe button below, and I hope you have a great day.